Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We got a 3v3 for you here. This one has been sent in to us by Emperor Kandikatsu. And as always, let us go over the players in the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, we have defending Octafaz 44 playing as Massaicely, Winston playing as Sparta, and Emperor Kandikatsu playing as Syracuse. Attacking, we have Roblox creator playing as Egypt. Arnoff, 1989, playing as Nabatea. And Spartan playing as Carthage, Spartn. All right, we'll start with the defenders, and then we'll make our way around to the attackers. So we got a nice little reserve. Oh, Sparta forgot to move their ballista. That sucks. Oh well. Oh, unless he's able to swing it around enough, then maybe he can get in here. But we'll have to wait and see if that's even a possibility for him to be able to do that. But anyway, Sparta is bringing way back here. We'll start. Let's see what we got. We got Spartan hoplites, Spartan pikes. We got it's Massaicely's desert cohort. Here is a Sparta. And the general is Royal Spartans. And then over here, what are they bringing? Spartan hoplites, Royal Spartans. Looks like the rest are all Spartan hoplites, right? Yep, sure does seem like it. What we got here? Okay, Spartan hoplites. 2 Cretans there. And what do we have here? Rhodian Slinger and another Cretan. Okay. Massaicely is bringing, what do we got? We have three heavy Numidian skirmishers. Love to see it. Tribal Slinger. Their general is armored Numidian riders. We have another armored Numidian rider unit. Desert cohort, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 desert cohort in reserve over here. And then we have, it looks like probably, desert legionaries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 desert legionaries. Okay. And then Syracuse is rocking. All of his units are right up over here. 1, 2, 3 mercenary Samnite warriors. We have 2 units of their mercenary veteran hoplites. 3 Cretan archers and 4 Cretan archers, because they can. No, this is from. I think this is from one of the DLCs. Because Syracuse can't bring Cretans as their own unit. I think they only get regular archers. So yeah, this is definitely from DLC. Pace Lancer General, we have Italian Noble Cav, 1, 2, 3, 4 units of those. Back here, we have 2 units of Thurio Spears, 2 units of Pikemen, and then 2 Mercenary Veteran Hoplites. Nabatea is bringing, what do we have as a general? Nabatean Noble Cav, Rakim Palace Guard, 3 units. I'm assuming 4. There's probably another one hidden right there. Nabatean Heavy Archers. We've got a big old Ballista Boy right here. And then the rest, at least from what we can see, Axe Warriors, triple bronze chevroned. Armored Desert Hoplites, triple bronze chevroned. Noble Swordsman, Noble Swordsman, Noble Swordsman, Noble Swordsman, and Armored Desert Hoplites, triple bronze, double bronze, and then single bronze for Noble Swords. Carthage is bringing, we got a big old Ballista Boy here. Mercenary Samnites up on the towers, 2 of them, and then 3 Libyan infantry. 2 more Libyan infantry. Mercenary Scutari. And then, oh man, where is... Syracuse might have a hell of a time right over here if Carthage doesn't move quick enough. Another Samnite. 1, 2, 3 units of Sacred Band. Noble Fighter, and then 3 Cretans. Money must not have been an object in this game, because I feel like I'm seeing a lot of high-tier, high-caliber units. I could be wrong, though. And then Egypt is rocking. I already know what Egypt's army comp is, and let me tell you right now, Egypt's going to have a pretty terrible time. Egypt's not going to have a very good time. 3 Cretan archers, 3 Egyptian infantry, Royal Thorax swordsman, triple gold chevron, Royal Peltis, triple gold chevron, and then yeah, wait until you see the rest of his army comp. You're gonna wonder what he's doing. Okay, 24 minutes, 28 seconds on the clock. Let's get it on. So immediately, let's see if he notices and starts firing. He is loading up shots, but that's just what the computer does. But yeah, hopefully he notices this right here and starts going for it. Moving the archers into the woods, that's a smart move to do. This how... Uh-oh. 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 He might have screwed himself here. There's a strong possibility that these two right here have just glitched out. Another, yeah, the Egyptian infantry, Royal Peltis falling back. He only took 1 siege tower, so this guy, Roblox players, definitely knew. Syracuse is sallying out. Shots out from Nabatea. From Nabatea and from Carthage. Looks like they're going to try and knock down the wall here. Not a bad move to go. Always remember that taking down a corner section of a wall will open up a larger breach than if you just attacked the flat of a wall. And so far, it looks okay. He really needs to split these guys up, though. Otherwise, he's going to be in big trouble. Syracuse has sallied out all of his cav. Royal Thorax swords, I mean, why are you not firing? Use your ballista. Man, he could have gotten so many kills right over here. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's slow this down for a second. We can see the rest of his army. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Egyptian infantry. 1 Galatian Royal Guard that is triple bronze chevron, 1 Royal gold chevron, 1 Royal Peltis that is triple gold chevron, and 1 Royal Thorax swordsman who is assaulting the walls all on his own, who is also triple gold chevron. I don't care that he's triple gold chevron. I don't care that his melee attack is now 65, his melee defense is 82, and his base morale is 87. He's going in alone, and it ain't going to be good. Syracuse pulling way back. I guess he's just trying to get his units hidden here. Maybe get Egypt into a false sense of security, or maybe he's coming over here to see if there's any type of tomfoolery going on. But in any event, his units are now hidden, so I'm willing to wager that Egypt will forget about those units. Nabatea is moving slowly but surely. Wall is at 86%. Carthage still firing at it. And yeah, these guys might be stuck together, which is never good. Egypt has finally made their way up to the wall, and now Syracuse is going to start to fire. Better late than never. Hopefully he gets at least a couple shots off and he can actually do some damage over here. 2, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, 20. So yeah, hopefully he can get some kills here. Honestly, I think the way to go, especially to deal with this, since there's no type of support in any way, shape, or form, just get these pikemen up here, set them down in a nice little V, and let the Galatian Royal Guard or the Royal Thorax sword just fall right in line and get smashed. Ballista crew is somehow still... I'm in slow-mo. No wonder why they're going so slow. Ballista crew, there we go. Somehow still on the ballista. Royal Thorax swordsmen haven't managed to actually dislodge them from there. Egypt is now moving, shifting, possibly is going to shift over here to the breach in the wall. It almost seems like he's already got another Galatian Royal Guard. So two Royal Thorax swords and 1 Galatian Guard. Triple gold chevron. But yeah, that's Egypt's army comp. Lots of Egyptian infantry. We all know how good they are. And maxing out high-tier units. Absolutely nothing can go wrong for Egypt. This is a big brain strat. Don't argue with me here. I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, these Galatian or Royal Thorax swords getting completely abandoned. I'm about to get flanked right now at the moment. And these guys are done for. Egypt completely abandoning this over here. Not totally, actually. He is moving back some units, 3 at least. Syracuse breaking out of the woods, going to seize the opportunity to come right around and most probably smash into the back of these units right here. Honestly, these 5 units of cavalry could absolutely decimate these units right here, 100%. Quickly trying to get his Royal Thorax swords up there. Actually, this is burning down. I wonder if this will actually cause any type of damage. 123, 157. Let's see what happens when this finally just burns down completely. 115, 156. So yeah, strong possibility that burning artillery units, when they finally collapse, do more damage. Oh, buddy, I hope you're not pushing through. Oh, look at the Royal Throat losing decisively against mercenary veteran hoplites. Losing decisively. Boom. Payas Lancers getting a nice big charge on these Egyptian infantry. They're really going to rack up some kills. Glacial Royal Guard turning around to try and deal with these guys. But unfortunately, yep, they're going to pull right on back out. Getting into the archers here. These Cretans are going to be gone in a matter of minutes. Carthage looks to be just moving forward. And Egypt is, yeah, swarming over here. Sparta is responding in kind, actually leaving inside the settlement to come over here. They were getting pummeled by Carthage's and or Nabatea's artillery. And this Spartan hoplite is down to 79 men, but still that's enough to hold off these Egyptian infantry, these elite tier infantry units from Egypt. Nabatea is also now shifting around. Honestly, at this point, maybe just bring your units out. Sally them out. Why not at this point, you know? Ooh, left undefended. Masacely is now going after Nabatea's ballista unit. Not a bad idea there. Trying to get rid of that as quickly as possible you can. Italian Noble Cab doing a hell of a job. 103 kills so far for that unit. 99 for the general. And these guys over here are still fresh, still ready to go. Yeah, but Egypt is done for. There's no saving this. Ooh, nice shots coming in, though, going after those Desert Legionnaires. Also probably trying to get some of the pikemen as well. But these guys are completely bogged down. They are not going anywhere. And he just, unfortunately, wasted a lot of money and on these units for them to just die. Egyptian infantry just getting absolutely thrashed. It does look like Carthage is coming over here to try and help. Or at least set up a defensive perimeter so that Syracuse can't come and harass them as they are harassing Egypt. Meanwhile, over here, Noble Sword, or Axe Warriors rather, moving on over. They're probably throwing some javelins. I think they get javelins, right? Don't they? Yeah. There they go. Tossing over here at the Spartan hoplites. They'll be able to tank most of the shots, but not all of them, of course. Sparta bringing up some reserves to plug the gap over here. And, yeah, again, Masacely could probably bring out his cav. Probably over here, honestly, would be the safest bet. And just come out and harass. Nabatean Noble Cavs, heavy melee Cavs, so the Payas Lancers will get a nice little initial charge off, but then he's going to have to get them out of there. Italian Noble Cavs definitely going to be the way to go to deal with the Nabatean cavalry. Carthage has set up a nice little defensive perimeter, but in doing so, he is constricting himself with how many units that he can actually attack with. So Nabatea is going to have to pick up the slack and really try and punch a hole through. Unfortunately, Egypt is just not... It's not helping them in any way, shape, or form. Nabatea's general is pulling out. Potentially, yes, he is. He's getting out of there as quickly as possible can. He was losing decisively, down to 69 men, only 0 kills. And meanwhile, Egypt's units over here are just not doing too well. I'm sure he was probably frothing at the mouth, wondering why these elite tier units are doing so poorly. But I mean, he did pick a bunch of Egyptian infantry. I cannot wait to see how many kills he actually got in the grand scheme of things. It's not going to be good. That much is sure. All right, Axe Warriors charging right on into these Spartan hoplites. 64 men left in this unit. They will do all right for a little bit, but being that there's only 62 men left against a completely fresh unit of 158 Axe Warriors who are triple bronze chevron, and don't forget that Axe Warriors of any variety do get a small armor penetration bonus, and their armor is 80. So yeah, they are now losing decisively. It's no surprise there. I'm sure right after they break the will of these Spartan hoplites, they'll try and charge right on in, but it looks like Sparta is getting ready to counter that that charge up the hill here. How we doing here? Ooh, looks like Nabatea is trying to get rid of some of the archers here from Sparta. Not having any luck so far. Looks like the Cretans are firing good right at the Cretans over here. Definitely want to get rid of the archers from Egypt, even though there probably won't be too much help, but even still. And again, Syracuse doing a terrific job smashing through Egypt, getting rid of all the units over here that were sent this way, but also now just kind of standing there menacingly and really forcing Carthage to hold this line and not really commit any more troops in here for fear of having their archers dealt with swiftly. More shots coming in from Carthage. Not really landing too many shots here, there, or anywhere. How many kills? It's 83 kills so far, not too bad. And then the ballista unit, 36. They can't be out of ammo, can they? Maybe they are. Ooh. Sacely has come out waiting for an opportunity to sneak attack, I would imagine. Honestly, if they could get over here quick enough, I mean, look, if they're in the woods, so if they just continue to move through the woods, and if they just move through and they keep going, they could smash right into the archers potentially and cause a lot of havoc, or maybe even get into the back of these noble sword or axe warriors rather. They are actually still winning. Spartan hoplites are putting up a decent defense, though. They're not breaking too quickly. Syracuse is on the move now, in wedge formation, flying wedge. More shots coming out from Carthage. Will we land? Oh, getting some nice little rolls in there, hitting some of the Cretans, and yeah, almost killing 10. Got 9. How about here? Nope, nothing. And 72 down in this unit right there as well. Egypt has managed to actually push their way through. Now they're dealing with some more Spartan hoplites, but these will pelt us down to 142. 71 kills so far. They're going to do all right. Spartan hoplites here have broke more. Ooh, Carthage is in here too. That's right. They were coming off of the walls here. Spartan hoplites doing all right. They're holding firm. They should be in hoplite wall, however, though, or they should have been in hoplite wall to begin with. If you try and put them in hoplite wall now, there's a fair chance that they'll do some wonky stuff and they'll end up standing like this instead of like that because, you know, Total War, pathfinding, all that cool stuff. So at this point in time, Egypt has bumbled. Again, I think that he is a newer player, so no hate to him. We all have to start somewhere, and failure is the mother of all learning experiences. So the more you play, the more you lose, the more you learn. But yeah, he completely abandoned this front, bum rushed it for the opening over here. I can understand why, but now Syracuse is free to do pretty much whatever he wants. He can allocate his troops as needed and support whatever type of gaps that are coming in here. So really, Sacely can kind of just sit back if they want, or Syracuse could sit back if they want, and the two of them can support Sparta as needed. Because it seems like everyone's going for this breach right here for the most part, at least Nabatea and Egypt are. Carthage is trying to use the towers, but again, we have all these cav units from Syracuse on the outside, preventing them from really committing any more troops. Same with Nabatea too, though. I mean, look at this. They have been scared into a box as well. So again, they are now being restricted to how many troops they can actually send in to do anything. Whereas, oh, here they are, right over here. Nabatea at this point knows that they are over here, and they're just waiting for the inevitable. Honestly, I mean, I would say that they should come over here and try and get maybe at least one hammer and anvil into the rear of these units, just to try and break them or whittle away their numbers a little bit more. But of course, there's always the possibility of the archers, which I'm sure would have. Wait, what? Light peltists? Oh, you brought too many archers. You brought too many ranged units, bud. Hopefully he's not using them as such. But it does kind of look like it. So, naughty, naughty. Got some wavering going on here from Egypt and from Sparta as well. Libyan infantry doing a hell of a job, chipping away at these Spartan hoplites. Desert Legionnaires taking on some Libyan infantry. They are losing, however, against the Desert Legionaries. Of course, they're being backed up by some Samnite warriors. Pretty soon, though, the gap here is going to be opened up pretty fairly. Spartan hoplites not doing too well. And they're actually kind of pushing through a little bit, which is not so kosher, but what are you going to do? These guys are firing away. Now, it looks like Nabatea is going to push on forward. Possibly, or at least they're just getting a little bit closer. Are his archers even firing? They are. Egypt's general is still alive. 124 men, 146 kills. Are they in combat? They are in combat, but they are exhausted. So they're going to start to take some more casualties in the long run. The Thurio Spears moving up along with some Desert Legionaries from Massaceae. What else have we got going on here? Veteran hoplites holding firm, 63 kills. Combat is even. They are down to 28 men. And they're trying to do the best that they possibly can. Carthage is doing an alright job, but still, I mean, they have to keep an eye on Syracuse's cav that's on the outside. So he can't fully commit his attention to the assault of the walls. He always has to keep an eye open for Syracuse's cav. So he can't always totally be committed to pouring troops in. Oh, look at this. Massaceae sallying out his desert cohort. They are going to cause some serious problems. That's a pretty heavy hitter of a unit here. What do we got? Slingers? A heavy Numidian skirmisher. Well, okay, so one tribal slinger, one heavy Numidian skirmisher. Not a bad gig. Slingers definitely going to come in handy since they have the range, that 150 range. They'll be able to hit some people on the side. Honestly, that's what I would do. I'd get the slingers up and over here and start firing into the rear of these troops here to try and get them to break a little bit quicker. Of course, having them behind the line of the desert cohort here. But if he can get Nabatea to break formation here to deal with the desert cohort, create some sort of an opening, then the heavy Numidian or the armored Numidian riders could cause some serious havoc. Syracuse still holding firm with his cav, not ready to charge in just yet. Lots of wavering going on here. 10 minutes left in this one. Surprised that the Egyptian infantry is still kind of holding on here, but they don't have many kills. I guess it's not too surprising. I mean, they're just in a blob of men, so... Cretan archers from Egypt have been sent in already. Only 67 kills. I'd seriously be surprised if they actually... Actually, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if they ran out of ammo already. Those legionaries, looks like some are firing into the rear. Some Libyan infantry here, if it is indeed the rear, which it's not, but I mean they're getting flanked, so they're going to be gone soon. It's definitely time to adjust the Desert Legionary here, so that they can take on the noble swordsmen, the Samnite warriors, and the ever so scary Egyptian infantry. Syracuse on the move. Looks like he's just kind of shifting his cav around, being a little threatening there. Keep in mind, too, the whole time that they're standing here, they are getting shot at by these arrow towers. So, I mean, is it really worth forming a defensive line? Sacred Band moving forward. I don't know why. They're never going to be able to catch the cavalry. I mean, I guess maybe they're just trying to scare them off, but even still. Desert Cohort moving ever forward. Really would like to see the rest of these guys move up as well, because these two units easily could get flanked at any moment. But I guess, I mean, even if that does happen, the cav is here, so they could smash right into the rear of whatever infantry makes their way to engage with the Desert Cohort. And here it is. Carthage needs now to commit with his infantry units. Gaps have been created. He's going to try and jockey around with the Sacred Band, but unfortunately, especially with them in Hoplite Wall, I mean, to begin with, they're very heavy spear infantry, so they're not very quick. But even when they're in Hoplite Wall, that's going to reduce their acceleration and speed, as you can see right there. So they're really not going to be able to keep up with these guys. Charging right on into the Cretan archers here and the Noble Cav General. They're going to do some serious damage here. We're going to have to see how this goes. Hopefully he continues to cycle his cav in and out so they don't get bogged down by anybody. Nabatea is coming in with his general, Italian Noble Cav, coming in for a charge. Warcry has been popped again. I don't know how many times I have to say this. Warcry and Intimidate, to me, in my opinion, are the worst choices. I mean, Warcry, what is it, right? Warcry? Ability use. Italian Noble Cav don't have an ability. Flying Wedge is not an ability, it's a formation. You would want to use Warcry on the General so that they can't use Second Wind or Battle Rhythm, or on Galatian Royal Guard so they can't use Headhunt. You don't use Warcry on base units that have inherent abilities, such as Shield Wall, Hoplite Wall, Pike Formation. That's not what Warcry is for. It's for Headhunt, Second Wind, Raise Banner, Rally. That's what it's for. Italian Noble Cav putting the screws to the Nabatean Noble Cav. They are losing decisively. 33 men left. Only 5 kills compared to the 300 kills by the 64 men left in this Italian Noble Cav unit. And this definitely seems to be the beginning of the end. Masacely is moving in swiftly to deal with Nabatea. Rakim Palace Guard taking on the Desert Cohort. These guys should be in shield screen, especially if you want them to last a little bit longer. This unit of Desert Cohort could absolutely turn right around, or at least column up nicely into a nice thin column and move forward and charge into the back of these two units if he so desired. And of course, I would love to see the Cav start to move into play as well. I mean, these guys are facing outwards, so they can't really charge into these guys, but they could absolutely, I can already see that they're moving, could absolutely move forward, loop around, and smash right into the back of these Rakim Palace Guard right here. Lots of wavering going on from the attackers. Armored or Nabatean light peltists are leaving the battlefield relatively soon. Hopefully he didn't use them in a ranged position, but only used them as archers. And, oh, there you go. Look at that. Moving in to come flank the Rakim Palace Guard. They are losing at the moment. Not doing too good. These guys have been put into shield screen. Love to see it. That bumps their melee defense up to 87 and their armor up to 127 as opposed to 59 and 115. Keep that in mind. Their melee defense goes from 59 to 87. That is a 30-point boost just about, okay? Approximately. I know I'm giving them a couple numbers with saying that it's a 30-point boost, but that's ridiculous. I don't think anybody else gets that type of a boost to melee defense when you plop them in shield wall, shield screen, hoplite wall, whatever you want to call it. I do not think that anybody, and again, if somebody else, if another unit gets that comparable of a boost to melee defense, please let me know at the bottom in the comments below. But that's insane. So now combat is even. They're definitely going to hold on a little bit longer. Again, would love to see these guys start smashing into the back of these Rakim Palace Guard. That's going to break their will so much faster, and they're not going to be able to do too much while dealing with the Desert Cohort and the Cav. Meanwhile, Syracuse still has an ample amount of troops back here. His archers still... Oh, whoa. Who had 300... 400? Oh, the base Lancer General is up to 405 413 kills, doing a hell of a job. He is looking like he's getting pinned down, though, so that is unfortunate, but Carthage is just floundering at the moment. Carthage does not seem to be doing too well. Looks like their general possibly is dead. Yep, general's dead. Nabatea is the only one left, pretty much, for all intents and purposes. Italian Noble Cab getting on into some Noble Swords here. They are winning the battle at the moment, but he is continuing on. Seems like he got a good enough a charge to keep pulling through. Getting right into the Nabatean heavy archers, smashing into them. Only 2 kills for them, so this is a huge, huge defeat for Nabatea, losing these archers. They have plenty of ammo, and they are gone. Italian Noble Cab just still continuing to rove on into the next Nabatean heavy archer, and these guys are getting absolutely thrashed. Tribal Slingers, up to 4 kills, doing a good job of being a nuisance. Nabatean heavy Numidian skirmishers, 17 kills so far. And they're tossing right into the Armored Desert Hoplites here. Let's see, how are this? 142 for this unit. 148. Sam Knights, 0. I mean, they still have plenty of reserves left. They didn't have to commit too much of anything, honestly. This is fantastic defense. And here we go. Nice big charge coming in from the Armored Numidian Riders. Big charge, smashing right into the back of the King Palace Guard. That's going to do some damage, not only to the morale, but of course to them as well. Got some more of a King Palace Guard making their way over here. Hopefully, you can get them out of there as Nabatean Thorax. Oh yeah, definitely get your cab out of there as quickly as you possibly can. But of course, we have the general over here. I mean, he could come down and around, smash into the back. Syracuse could turn his noble cab around, smash into the back. But these pikes are getting ever so close to the Armored Numidian Riders, and if Massace's not careful, he's going to lose them, which, of course, would be terrible. See if we can get something cool here before I forget, yeah? This is cool right here, but the wall is in the way. And really, I would like to get everything that's going on out over here. It's so funny that they're now defending the breach while Massace is charging in. Let's see. Come on now. Oh, there goes the horsey. Hey, you know what I always say? Somebody make a mod for better camera angles, please. You know what? I think that's pretty cool. All right, let's go with that. All right, back to the action. Honestly, I don't think the defenders are going to win this. There's no way they can sell. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, the attackers are pretty much done for. Unfortunately, the mistake did rest on Egypt's shoulders. That's why they lost, not only because of the army comp that he chose, but because he also completely abandoned where he was attacking to go for the breach. Again, it's not really his fault. He definitely is a newer player, and you know, he's going to have a bad time, which is unfortunate, but that's just that's what it is. You know, everyone sucked at this game to beginning at the start to begin with. You know, the first time you played it online, you were not good until you got better. That's just the way that it goes. So, oof, yeah, Numidian Riders stuck into those pikes. They're going to be not doing too good. But honestly, there's so much going on over here, and so many of the allies are going to be gone. Oh no, why are you guys in the mix? It should be the heavy Numidian skirmishers, not them. They're not going to do good, and they definitely still have ammo left, so he needs to get them out of there. Desert Cohort's winded, not even engaged in anybody. It's just the slingers trying to do what they can, but unfortunately they are dying. Lots of wavering going on from Carthage, some from Nabatea. Minute 20 left. This is pretty much all of it over. I mean, once these units rout, that'll free up a lot of infantry units from the combined force of the defenders. Come over here and deal with this. Barn Hoplites have came out. Honestly, I mean, Massasoit should just get his general over here now. You know, I mean, these Desert Cohort are not going to do too well, but this is free kills right here. You know? Pikemen and Spearmen have their backs to you. Just loop this general around. That's what I would want to see. Loop him around. Plus, he does. He's got a second wind and or not second. Yeah. Second wind and battle with him. Jesus. God dang. Wow. So, Nabatea is now the only one left. Some units starting to waver. Thorax Pike's not doing too good. Only 50 kills so far for that unit. 56. 58 for that one. Keen Palace Guard up to 18. 103. And that's going to be it. There you have it. That was pretty impressive. Again, fell mostly on Egypt's shoulders, but we can't blame him really because I mean, look at this. Oh, my sweet summer child. Okay, we'll get to you in a second. Octafaz 44, 1,636 kills, 0 for his general, 10 for the armored Numidian riders, 55, 126, and 23 for the heavy Numidian skirmishers, 41 for the slingers. Desert Cohort 53, 0, 161, 0, 96, 222, 106, and then Desert Legionaries 144, 185, 10, 0, 158, 116, and 130. Winston 1,327, 0 for the general, 139, 84, 69, and 0 for his ranged units. Here's the Sparta, 0 and 0. Royal Spartans, 335. And then Spartan Hoplites, 170, 99, 45, 71, 32, 83, 148, 0, 30, 22, and then 0 and 0 for the Pikes. Emperor Kandikatsu getting the most out of everybody here. 2,211. And that's primarily with his Cav got the majority of those kills, too. 419 for his general, 255, 181, 259, and 536. Jeez, with the Italian Noble Cav. Well done. Zeros across the board for his archers. Didn't even need to knock an arrow or draw a string. Sam Knights, 98, 107, and 0. 64 and 82 for the veteran hoplites. 0 and 0 for the pikes. And then 34 and 176 for the Thurio spears. Roblox Creator, 525. My boy. 202 for the general. 69, 62, and 0 for the Cretans. 6, 7, 6, 3, 13, 1, and 2 for the Egyptian infantry. And then 15, 73, and 66 for the Galatian Royal Guard and Royal Thorax Swords. It doesn't matter how many chevrons you put on an elite tier unit. If you send them in by themselves, they're going to get chewed up. Okay? It doesn't matter if they are outside the walls and they are trying to deal with Cav. The Cav will always have the upper hand because they can disengage and then just continue to cycle charge into you and pull back out and go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Egyptian infantry, we all know, is trash, only good for pushing forward siege equipment. Taking this many is never a good idea. I know I don't have to tell pretty much all of you that Egyptian infantry is good for one thing and one thing only, and that's dying. So Roblox creator, if by some chance that you are watching this, it's a learning experience. I'm not trying to be mean to you. Egyptian infantry just is trash. So yeah, next time you play, vary up your army comps. Galatian swords are solid infantry unit. Not a lot of armor, but they hit hard. Thorax swordsmen are always a good choice for a workhorse of an infantry unit. And of course, my beloved Thurio spears as well. Anyway, Arnoff, 1989 with 1,171 kills, 22 for the general, 39 for the ballista, 45, 43, 6, and 16 for the archers, 43 for the light peltists. Rakim Palace Guard, 38, 41, 18, and 106, 58 and 50 for the pikes, 97 for the axe warriors, 62 and 89 for the armored hoplites, and then 140, 22, 22, 160 and 76 for the noble swordsman, and then Sparta getting 1,298 kills, 11 for the general, 93 for the ballista, 61, 154, 48 for the archers, 84 and 102 for the noble fighters, 40 and 8 for the sacred band. They must have just broken right away. 68, 27, and 78 for the Sam Knights, 138, 101, 35, 137, and 88 for the Libyan infantry, and then 27 and 34 for the Scutari. And that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I sure did. Quick and bloody. Lots of fun. Always good to see. But with that being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.